Havencraft. Let's see what's going on here. Godsworn Alexio. A8. I said a 8/5/5 at ward. Fanfare. Give your leader the following effect. If an allied amulet is in play, your leader cannot take more than 4 damage at a time. Oh boy. So basically, when you have an amulet, which you always should have an amulet on the field, basically you are basically like Durandal and all those other things that reduce damage. So this card's pretty good. It also has ward. Also, it's better, as in it's more balanced because it's only you. It's not your creatures. The creatures can just take whatever damage and just die, but you only take 4. So I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool ability. Pretty good. Not too broken. Let's see. We have Cernian Hind. I'm gonna see if that's how you say it. It's a 5/3/5. At least 2 allied admins are in play, and you have at least 5 play points. Play it as Cynian Light Hind or Cyrenian Dark Hind. Whenever this allied follower attacks, put a random amulet from your deck into your hand. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that's going on with this card. A lot that you need to require for it to pop off and, like, you know, to play it as one card or another. I like that. I like the fact that even if you don't choose either form, you can still like put a random amulet into your hand. I like that a lot. All right, let's see what these 2 cards are. So you have Cernian Lighthind, 3/5 at rush. At the end of your turn, restore 4 defense to this follower. So it reminds me a lot like Almoon Mirage, except Almoon Mirage has Storm. Sarnian Dark Hind. Wow, terrifying art. It's a 3/5 with Bane. Fanfare, subtract 2 from the countdown of all allied amulets. Ooh, that's spicy. Very amulet based. I don't know, I like it. I like anything that helps pop amulets. And that's 2 from all, as opposed to 1. So that's a pretty big thing. Also with Bane, you can pop another creature. Yeah, I actually like it. I actually like this card. Oops. Tenko Shrine. Whenever you restore defense to an ally, deal 2 damage to an random enemy follower. If there are no enemy followers in play, deal 2 damage to an enemy leader instead. So another support cannon, but for Havencraft. I know I didn't mention it in my other video with Dragoncraft, but you know the other legendary that might as well have been a support cannon, like a built-in support cannon creature. Yeah, a lot of that going on. This card's okay, only because I don't think there's like a lot of healing going on in this deck. But we'll see. It might become just a meme, unless maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a whole lot of healing that I'm not aware of. And if there is, then, you know, it'd be interesting to see how this works out. I think this is just like a substitution for like Elena's Prayer. Like, oh, we don't have Elena's Prayer anymore, so let's do this instead. It's not a deck that I'm looking forward to just like kind of playing around with, having fun, so on and so forth. Jeweled Priestess. Choose. Put either a white diamond or a black diamond into your hand. Let's see what those are. White diamond, 1-drop amulet. Looks like an amulet. Countdown 2, draw 2 cards. Yes, that's a 1-drop, which is really good, actually. I mean, that's like Sacred Plea, but even faster. So yeah, I actually like that card a lot. Let's see what Black Diamond is. Black Diamond, countdown 2, last word, deal 2 damage to enemy leader, restore 2 defense to your leader. Interesting. A little bit of burn going on in Havencraft. I like it. I like it. Interesting card. More aggro you know, a more aggro thing to do. I like it. Good card. Opposing statues, amulet, choose. Summon either a Holy Fowl of Ivory or a Hex Fowl of Ebon. Countdown 2. Put an opposing statues in your hand if you have 3 or less cards in your hand. See what the Holy Fowl is going on here. Holy Fowl of Ivory. At the end of your turn, restore 2 defense to this follower. Okay. Doesn't do much. Hex Fowl of Ebon. It's a 2/3 with Storm. For 4. Okay. Pretty aggressive. Once again. Really aggressive. Just like the Black Diamond. So I feel like maybe mid-range, like mid-aggro Havencraft is coming back. We'll see. See, this card's interesting. Interesting card to play. Weaver. 3/2 with Ward. Put a Holy Lion Crystal into your hand. We will get into what a Holy Lion Crystal is in a second. Cause that's a whole nother mess. But yeah, interesting stats. Like, why 3/2 with Ward? Is the Tiger rotating out? The 3/2 Tiger? Like, I don't know. It just, that fact that it has a defense of 2 and it's Ward, I don't know, makes it susceptible to a lot of things. You generally, I feel like this goes without saying, you don't want Ward creatures with low defense. So the fact that this has lower defenses brings me to question things. I wonder why. Maybe it's just shitty card design. Who knows? Next. Okay, I figured I might as well just go over this card because a lot of the other cards are going to have to deal with the Holy Lion Crystal. Holy Lion Crystal. Summon a Holy Shield Lion. Play 3 to 5 or other Holy Lion Crystals this match. Summon a Holy Lion Plate instead. Play at least 6 other Holy Lion Crystals. Summon a Lion King. A Holy King Lion instead. I feel like they would get sued if they used the Lion King. Oh, and then enhance 5. Put a Holy Lion Crystal into your hand. Let's see what these lions look like, shall we? This is a Holy Shield Lion. It's just a 2/2. So you play a spell, you summon a 2/2. Life is great. It's a party. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Then you get the Holy Plate Lion, which is a 4/4/4. No stats or anything. It's just a, yeah. Once again, nothing too amazing. I mean, besides the fact that it's on curve, which is, nice. Last but not least, Holy King Lion. It's a 4/4 with Storm. Alright. So, once you start playing like 7 shards, I believe, then you'll keep summoning this guy, and then you'll essentially win. Because 4 damage is a lot. It is a lot of damage, trust me. Temple of the Holy Lion. Fanfare. Put a Holy Lion Crystal into your hand. Whenever a Holy Lion Crystal is played, recover 1 play point. This is huge. This is huge because not only do you get a crystal in your hand, you get to play it for 1. All your cards, all your Lion Crystals will cost 1. This is going to be the cost for some seriously cheesy fucking decks. All the cheese. I'm not even that huge fan of cheese. I'm actually just secretly kind of elitist about it, somewhat. Excuse me. Like, I don't know. I've had this revelation for, like, the past 2 months. Like, oh my god, like, I'm telling, like, everyone, like, oh my god, like, American cheese isn't even a real cheese to me. Like, oh my god. But anyways. So yeah, you can keep spamming the Lion Crystal. If you have 2 of these on the field, because it doesn't say anything about stacking, you can play a Holy Lion Crystal for free, which is pretty nuts. I don't know. I'm looking forward to, like, maybe trying some way around this card, question mark. I don't know how I'm going to use this card, but it seems very fun. Can't wait to try it out. Like, this whole Holy Lion Crystal thing. Portal Craft. Oh boy. Puppets are here to fucking kill. Let's start with my homegirl Orcus, Puppet Girl. 5/5, 8 drop. If you have at least 2 puppets in your hand, which you should, and play 8 play points, choose. Place card as Orcus, Resolute Puppet, or Orcus, Vengeful Puppet. Fanfare, put 3 puppets into your hand. Let's try what Resolute Puppet is first. Let's see. Orcus, Resolute Puppet. Whenever an allied puppet comes into play, transform it into Lloyd the Android if there isn't an allied Lloyd the Android in play. At the end of your turn, restore 3 defense to your leader if there is an allied Lloyd the Android in play. Now let's see what that is. Lloyd the Android. Excuse me. 1/4 ward. If this follower can be targeted, your enemy can only target this follower. Yeah, this card's annoying. This card's annoying because you're gonna heal for 3 and then your opponent can't burn you for damage. Like with anything, like magic missile is dead. Any spells essentially are dead unless they target the leader only, but that's not gonna be the case in like 90% of the spells that you run. Also has ward, 1/4 ward, and the fact that it's 4 defense makes it pretty hard to kill. And like you kind of want to kill the 5/5 on the field, but you have to kill this first. This card's gonna be super obnoxious. Oh, I can't wait. Let's look at the other one. Orcus, the Vengeful Puppet, a 6/5. Whenever allied puppet comes into play, transform it into a Marriott Uno if there isn't a Marriott Uno in play. Transform into Marionette Do if there is an allied Marriott Uno in play. Okay. Let's see what all these fucking Unos, Dos, and Thrusts are about. Okay, Marionette Uno is a 1/1. Okay. Oh, it was a 1/1 with ambush. So, okay, that's the thing. It was a 1/1 with ambush. Marionette Do is a 3/2 with Storm. At the start of your turn, combine this follower, or this follower combines with an allied Marionette Uno to become Marionette Tre. So what Marionette Tre is. Marionette Tre is a 3/3 with Storm. Can attack 2 times per turn. And last words, summon a Marionette Uno and a Marionette Do. This is fucking powerful as shit. Lots of reading, but very powerful. Yeah, this is what puppets needed. This is what puppets needed before Noah. Oh, his puppet support is so broken. Puppets are back, baby. And my boyfriend is going to be very fucking annoying because this is all he's going to do and I'm going to hate him for it. But whatever. Puppets! Woo! Yay. Zwei, Murderous Puppet. Fanfare. Summon a Victoria. Evolve. Give a Victoria the ability to attack 2 times per turn. Let's see who or what a Victoria is. Victoria, 3/1 rush. Whenever this follower attacks the enemy follower, deal X damage to the follower before it can deal any damage in return. X equals this follower's attack. So, once again, some solid support for puppets. Something is Victoria. You can literally kill 2 things if you wanted to. Do 3 damage to one and deal 6 to another. That's really powerful and really defensive and really cool. Mind you, when Murderous Puppet evolves, it can also attack. So it's very good at clearing the board in my mind. Yeah, so this is a great card. Puppets are... Jesus Christ, they got so much stronger now. Yikes. 3/3/2. Choose... Put a Blade of Light or Blade of Dark into your hand. Usually I would have gone over this card, but I feel like there's something important I need to mention. So the card is a Blade of Light, 1 drop. Give -2/+2 and ward, so obviously a more defensive thing. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but this, however, this is something I am definitely intrigued about. Give a follower, just a follower, it doesn't say an allied or an enemy follower. +2/+0. Then remove all effects from that follower except for those that change its attack or defense. Guys, I think we finally found the Aegis killer. Like, I really want to like experiment and see if this indeed kills Aegis. Because Aegis needs a counter. I mean, there is a counter. A counter Aegis is just ward creatures and spamming creatures until you can kill your opponent. But no, this might be the true Aegis killer. So we need to see how this works. I hope we can kill it. Because I don't know, that'd just be really. Dirk, Steam Arm Battler, Rush, Fanfare. Put a random artifact that costs at least 3 play points from your deck into your hand. As far as I'm concerned, the only card that does that is Radiant Artifact. There's nothing else that costs 3 play points from your deck into your hand. Oh, wait, no, there's a Mystic Artifact. It also costs 3 as well. So that can work. That can definitely work. I mean, there is also one more artifact that's been released, and I'll go over that very shortly. So, yeah. Oh, and this has Rush. So, oops. This has Rush. So, not paying for evolution is also just very nice. Whenever an ally follower that originally cost at least 3 play points comes into play, deal 3 damage to an enemy random follower. If there are no enemy followers in play, deal 3 damage to an enemy leader instead. So literally support cannon says it does less. But it does a fixed amount. But it does less. I don't know why all these support cannons are coming out, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this one. I just feel like there's already so many stuff going around with Portalcraft. So much that I think I just skipped over one of the legendaries. Hold on. Hold the phone. 1 second, buddy. I was so excited. I totally just skipped. Oh, I was so excited for puppets, I should say. I skipped over the Witch that erases. Someone dropped 6/4. And whenever an amulet. Oh, sorry. Whenever a card is put into your deck, banish a random enemy follower or amulet. So right away, everyone's thinking about biofabrication. Yeah, playing biofabrication with this card is a good card. I think this card is balanced because you need 3 things just to banish 1 thing randomly. And 3 things, I mean, you need the Witch that erases, you need biofabrication in your hand, and you need an artifact to use biofabrication on it. Then, only then, on turn 7, can you start doing all this crazy shit. Because believe you and me, with a defense of 4, the Witch is going to fucking burn at the stake. Alright? This card cannot be allowed to live. If you let it live, you're probably going to lose the game. But no one will do that, because they actually like winning games, so, yeah. If you have at least 2 play points and Resonance is active for you, choose. Play this as either a Leange Miriam or a La Diablotine Miriam. Let's see, it was Leange Miriam. Put a Radiant Artifact and a Prime Artifact into your deck, and the other one is put a random artifact from your deck into your hand. Now, some of you are thinking of, what is this new ancient artifact? Excuse me, I meant Prime Artifact. My bad. It's 7-5/5. Last words. At the start of your next turn, summon a Prime Artifact. So, we have a token Mordecai, which is cool, I guess. Except, when it dies, it comes back on your next turn, so you can't even attack with it. So, it's a lot weaker than Mordecai. But can still do the same shit and mess your life up. Very interesting card. Junk. Literally the card called Junk. It's a 3-drop 1/2. Fanfare and last words. Put a puppet in your hand. Really good. You can just... anything that gives you multiple puppets, like the puppet room, is great. Especially when it's a creature that does so. So yeah. Giving multiple puppets, just like the bats, is really good. So I like this card. I like this card a lot. Just because it does that. Rocket Knuckles. Deal 3 damage to an enemy follower. If there are any artifacts in your hand, randomly discard 1 and deal 6 instead. So this is basically like the Shield of Flame, except no enhanced ability. You have to discard artifact instead. Will people run this over a dimension cut? I'm interested only because you have to like get rid of an artifact. So I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna play out. To be honest, we'll see. I might do it. We shall see. Last and certainly not least, neutral, Marduk. Fanfare, give your leader the following effect. Followers can't be played. Whenever you play a spell, draw a card. Whenever you play an amulet, deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. These effects last until the follower leaves the area. So, if you are going to run this card, I assume it's going to be a meme deck, and it's going to be used primarily in Runecraft and Havencraft for obvious reasons. Excuse me. Strong ability, sure, but it's just a 7/7/7, which means it can be destroyed by something with Bane. And it can't block anything, so you might take a lot of damage next turn, so on and so forth. I don't know. Just that ability is good, but like Marduk needs to live in order to use it. So I'm not a huge fan of this creature at all. Probably even if I draw him, I may turn him into Vials or not even use him. Or maybe make a meme out of him. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? More importantly, let us look at our first legendary spell. Not not a card, or not a creature, a spell. Moon and Sun. Choose summon either Amaterasu or Tsukuyomi. If you play it for 7, you give that follower +3/+3. Let's see. Amaterasu is a 3-drop 2/2. Clash, restore 1 defense to your leader, and last words, put a Moon and Sun into your hand. So as long as they're not banished, they can keep giving you same cards over and over and over. And then I love how this card also has like, you know, defense. Sorry, when I say defense, I mean it can give you life whenever it clashes. So that's very good. And what is Tsukuyomi? Clash, deal 1 damage to an enemy leader. Last words, put a Sun and Moon into your hand. It's a 3/1, so an interesting, very unnecessarily aggressive stats. Basically anything can ping that because defense is so low, but doing 1 damage to an enemy leader is pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Especially if you do it only by clashing with someone. Pretty balanced ability. Suttinger. Fanfare. Banish an enemy amulet. Gain +3/+3 instead if there are no enemy amulets in play. So this becomes a 6/4, a 6/5. There's no amulets in play. And if there are, you can just banish it and it'll remain at 3/2. This card is very broken. I really like this card. I don't know what to run it in, but I need to run it in something because it's really good for its ability. Banishing amulets or getting super strong from them is something that I really want. I really like this card. It's a very, very good card. I just really like it. I really just really like it. I love the versatility. Paradise Vanguard. It's a 2/2/2, and when you evolve it, banish an enemy follower with 1 defense. You can save it for those skeletons, or I don't know. I don't know who else you would save it for, but yeah. You know, it's interesting. Kill the Magic Illusionist, kill Soul Squasher. There's a few cards with a defensive one. Just gotta look for them. It's interesting, very interesting. Divine Retribution. Randomly destroy one of the strongest enemy followers in play. Enhance 8, then deal 3 damage to enemy leader. This card's not good because it's random. I didn't know it was random. I thought you can target, but you can't. So you just do 3 damage to enemy leader and destroy the strongest enemy, which kind of sucks because you obviously would probably want to kill something else, and depending on the situation. So, not a huge fan of this card. It's not that good. Fucking tart, man. Ooh. Look at how crazy creepy it is. They are. God, I fucking love it. Go Tart, man. Also, what an annoying ability. Bounce creatures back to one's hand. I wonder how it's gonna go in like neutral forest or something. I don't know. I'm excited about it, definitely. And yeah, I think that is that. I've gone over everything, and yeah, can't wait for the new thing for the new thing, for the new, for the new expansion pack. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm literally running on like 4 hours of sleep. So that being said, I'm gonna end this video. If all three of you are hyped for this, by all means, like, comment, and subscribe. And next time, you will catch me sobbing in the corner as I manage to pull only 3 like legendaries when I waste missions of amount of dollars. But until then, this has been Dreebydoo, and I am out of Hither. Until then, my lovelies, bye.